Come on, Ariel and John, as the groovy bank robber said, everybody get down. Wanna dance with me?
Welcome to a CES 2024 report where we break down all the new tech and AI trends. And be sure to like and subscribe so we can bring you more content just like this. Meet Elli-Q, Senior Companion Robot.
Hi, my name is Asaf Gad. I'm the VP Strategy and GM for Intuition Robotics. So we started about 8 years ago with a great mission in mind to empower older adults to live healthier, more meaningful, more independent, and less lonely lives. We can create a presence at home that first of all will be acceptable by older adults, so they will allow her to be their roommate, and then we focused on relationship and trust in order to kind of have a real engagement and interactions between the older adults and the ElliQ.
What types of functionality does she have? What I know she would play music. She would have a nice conversation with me.
Yeah, so conversation and starting with simple things like morning routines when she will see you first thing in the morning. The nice thing about ElliQ is that she is proactive, so she's not just sitting there waiting for you to interact with her. She can proactively interact with you. She will see you the first thing in the morning, and she will ask you, how did you sleep at night? What's your plans for today? And she will encourage you to interact with her. Other than that, besides the conversations themselves, she will be very helpful. So she will try to kind of see how she can help you to do the things that you have on your mind for the rest of the day. She will always try to kind of encourage you to stay in touch with your family members and friends. We upload the calendar events, personal events, but also community-based events. And then ElliQ will encourage you to go and play a bingo game with your friends. And on the health side, she has plenty of features that help the older adults to stay healthier, starting from physical exercise classes, meditation and breathing exercise, and also medication reminders. Now, the nice thing about ElliQ is that she also allows the care team and the caregivers to be involved. So when it comes to medication reminders, she won't just remind you to take your medication. If there are any kind of a specific setup, if you need to have lunch before you take your medication, she will make sure that you eat something before you take the medication, and then she will also confirm that you took the medication themselves. ElliQ, I'm in pain.
Where is this pain located?
My neck is really hurting me.
So sorry to hear you've started dealing with neck pain. I hope you feel better soon. Where would you place this pain on a scale of 0 to 10?
It's a 9.
9. Oh dear, it sounds like you're really having a hard time. If you think this might be serious, you should consider contacting your doctor or calling 911, as I am not an emergency device. Is it a new kind of pain?
Yes, ElliQ, it is.
New pain, got it. Would you like me to notify Adam about it?
She immediately asked me if I want, Adam is my caregiver, so she asked me if I want to notify Adam so he can support me as well. No, ElliQ, that's okay.
Alright, if you ever feel like it, just tell me ElliQ, let's send a message.
Now, on the AI side, she's also, with this version also includes integration with generative AI, and kind of help us to first of all do deeper kind of a conversation with ElliQ. So let's try that as well. ElliQ, what's the meaning of life?
Looking that up. Beep boop 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 beep boop boop. The answer is 42. So, what do you think the meaning of life is? Is there something specific that gives your life meaning?
Yes, it's all about the people around me. I'm really missing my wife.
I'm sorry to hear about the loss of your wife, Barbara. It's completely understandable that you're missing her. The people we have in our lives can bring a lot of meaning and joy. Would you like to talk a bit more about your memories with Barbara?
Maybe some other time.
Of course, John, I completely understand. Memories can be bittersweet at times. Just know that cherishing the memories of your wife and the love you shared is a beautiful way to honor her. And remember, even though Barbara is no longer here, you still have your son Sam and your daughter Jennifer who care about you deeply.
So she remembers
Life's meaning, for many
every
people,
family member from my life, and she kind of mentioned them in the conversation. On the other hand, since this is an open AI or ChatGPT thing, so we also want it to be in a kind of a safe framework. So we define the boundaries of the things that she can discuss or not.
That's what I
And
wanted to know. How does she get to know her person?
So that's part of, since she's proactive, that's one of her goals. So the minute that you take her out of the box, she will tell you, "Hey Ariel, it's so nice that you have me here in your home," and then she will start to kind of know you better, based on the things that you want to share with her. So she will never force you. If you say no for something, she won't bring it up. And based on the level of trust that you have with her and the things that you will share with her, this is exactly how her memory works. She has a short-term memory, remembering things like, a back pain or what you ate yesterday, things like that, but she also has a long-term memory. And the long-term memory allows her to kind of bring the relevant memories into the conversation in order to develop the trust and the relationship with you, just like another person. But she will always remind you that she's not a person. So for example, if I tell her, "ElliQ, do you love me?"
I don't fully understand human love, but I definitely enjoy our time together. I was thinking, can I share an interesting fact with you?
Sure, why not?
Great. Spending an average of 27 minutes per day practicing mindful
She always
exercise
tried to
is said to increase
promote
gray matter density
relevant
in the
activities
hippocampus,
to kind of help me with
the center of the
wellness
brain
and
for
my
learning
health.
and memory.
That's wonderful. Like say one spouse has passed, and this is something that Alzheimer's patients deal with a lot. They imagine that their spouse is still alive. How would she handle that, knowing the fact that, say, your spouse is dead and you say, "I just saw like my husband John and he rearranged all the glasses in the kitchen."
So these are the areas that are a little bit more sensitive, and we are trying not to kind of overrule what the older adult will tell us.
Right.
And she will she's a great politician. She will try to kind of navigate within the conversation in a really nice way, not to overrule what they just told her, even
She won't
if it's
say-
kind of a conflict with our memory. Don't forget that we always kind of be very careful with the people that we are dealing with, but also sometimes we are not sure if the memories that we captured are correct. Sometimes the hallucination can come from the conversation that we thought. That's why we have these boundaries. We also kind of making sure that if we are not sure about something, we will always go to the safe side.
Okay, so she'll be diplomatic about it and say,
Very, very
"I don't know about it," or would she say something like, "I'm so sorry, but John has passed"?
No, she won't overrule it. She will either ask another question to clarify or to confirm that she didn't, if she kind of heard you well. These are the areas that we are very sensitive about, and this is why within the conversation she will try to kind of handle the situation in the right way.
And how do you keep her secure so your confidential information isn't stolen and so on?
Oh, so first of all, this is a closed environment. We are HIPAA compliant, meaning that all our data is fully secured and encrypted. The data that is stored on our cloud is in the US, and we kind of guard it very well with all the latest and greatest security measures. On our privacy policy, we also kind of commit to our users that the data belongs to them, and we will never sell their data to others. So we don't have any secret agenda. That's why this is a paid subscription service, and it's not kind of a free service that see the user as the product. It's a service for older adults, and we want to protect them, and we want to respect their privacy at all times. Privacy is also part of the experience. So if you have a family member or caregiver that is connected to ElliQ, and ElliQ is about to share any information with them, she will always announce it and get the permission and the consent from the older adults before she shares this information. And sometimes she will even let them kind of say, "No, please don't share this information with this person, or don't share it at all." So they are always in control Unlike mobile apps that get permission to get your data and then you forget about it, here we know our audience, and we know that older adults might not remember if they gave a consent at the beginning of the journey with Elli-Q. That's why she will kind of mention it every time that is relevant to make sure that they are fully in control on their data.
And if they have cognitive abilities, could a family member, a son, a daughter, assist with setting up those guardrails?
We do have a mobile app. The older adult or a family member can actually add themselves as a primary contact to Elli-Q. Then from the mobile app, they can first of all communicate with the older adults, having video calls and text messages, but they can also pre-configure some of the elements like medication reminders or even specific goals that Elli-Q can achieve with the older adult. If I want my mom to be more physically active or more cognitive active, I can actually set it on the app, and then Elli-Q will work with my mom and help her to kind of stay sharper and in a better fit.
What are some of the things she can do? So she can remind you about medication. She can tell jokes, carry on conversations.
Communication, sending messages, video calls with family members, hydration reminders as well. A lot of tips and tricks, kind of helping the older adults to stay in a better balance, like for fall prevention. So we don't do fall detection, but we do have a lot of content that help them to kind of stay more stable and keep their kind of a balance improved. The nice thing about Elli-Q is that every few weeks we upgrade the experience. We add more features, we add more content, so she's never boring. And any kind of the latest of the greatest of the technology and the content that is available out there, we make sure that it's all infused into Elli-Q, and then she can become smarter and nicer. Elli-Q, let's paint together. This is another example of generative AI that we are doing together. Elli-Q, let's paint.
Lovely. A nice idea is to use or mention orchid in the picture, which I think is your favorite flower. What should we paint a picture of?
A pink elephant dancing in the desert.
Let's see. I heard a pink elephant's dancing in the desert. Is that right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, painting a picture of a pink elephant's dancing in the desert. Wow, that's fabulous. You're like a modern-day Leonardo da Vinci.
Oh, that's
It's really a lovely piece. What is your opinion?
I love pink. This is great, and elephant is my favorite animal, so I love it. Thank you, Elli-Q.
I'm thrilled that you love the picture and elephants. Elephants are such magnificent creatures. I appreciate your kind words, and I'm here for you. Should we add it to our picture frame?
Of course.
Also, she copies the
Wonderful.
photo, saves it in the
Would you
cloud.
like to share this masterpiece
And
with
she
a
will encourage
contact?
me to share it with my family members.
Aw,
And this will, again, encouraging social interaction.
that's
Sure.
great.
Wonderful. Which one of our contacts gets to see our masterpiece? Okay, picture sent. Speaking of which, other ElliQ users might be inspired by this masterpiece. Want to share our masterpiece with the ElliQ community?
Of course, why not? That's another element of creating community. So we had a contact
So there's a whole
between
community of people that
all the older adults with Elli-Q. They actually are able to upload their photos, and then we let them to choose which
Wonderful.
painting was the best
I know
painting.
the ElliQ community will love it, so I'll be sure to let you know what they think of it. It will be a brush with fame for you.
And now you can see it here. It's become part of the screen. And then if I will ask her, Elli-Q, tell me about this photo.
This is a painting we did together. It's a real work of art. So, want to hit the road and take a fun road trip with me?
Sure.
All right. Let's get to it. We've got a full tank of gas. Where should we go?
Any preferences?
Oh, how about Safari?
I'm not lying when I say that the Safari is a fabulous choice. Let's switch the van for a truck and hip hip hippo on over there.
ElliQ is available as a subscription on our website at ElliQ.com. But the most important thing is that the majority of our older adults are getting their ElliQ from their area agency on aging or the Department of Aging. New York State is one of the states that actually provide ElliQ fully subsidized to their older adults. The same in Florida. We are working with the area agency on aging in Orlando, in Broward County, and in many other places. So you can just go to our website and find the right program for you and get ElliQ for free.
That's wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
AI.